Greetings, salutations, good day and highs, guys and gals, and welcome back to random app crashes and breakdowns on Assetto Corsa as we continue on with the 2026 Formula Holo season. Starting a few minutes late due to the start of the 24 hours of Le Mans, but we're gonna try to get things underway with the qualifying sessions for tomorrow's races. First off, we are here in Portugal for the Formula Holo Challenge Series. It's round 7 of the series at Algarve International Circuit in Algarve in Portimão, Portugal. And look at the point standings really quickly. Autodromo Internazionale 123, 8 points ahead of Aki Rosenthal, 115. Zono Sayaka of Holomems 113, Ichijo Ririka 110, and Izuki Michiru 108. Everyone is on the board. Still issues going on with a former FH champion and Heiko's Bales. Still just 7 points. Only points she scored were in round 5 at Kyalami. Not Qatar, because that tracksman was replaced by Kyalami. Anyway, that's the wrong graphic. I want this one. Drivers' Championship was shown. This is the Team Championship. Gen 0 Scuderia Genocide 453, Flogo 383, Gen 1 Reinhardt 359, Regloss 348, and Gen 3 Usakensetsu 317. Alright. No time for silly stuff. We better get ready for qualifying right now, since I only got an hour to stream. So let's go ahead and unmute Discord and get to qualifying right now. Hello, Anak, Chrono, and Dwiss. Ready for
oh
qualifying?
My goodness, that was a pretty interesting jump scare, but yeah. Nice to be here in it's okay. Nice to be here in Algarve Circuit to kick off one of the qualifying sessions for today's/tonight's streams. I do want to point out though about this Algarve Circuit, it's gonna be pretty decently hot, and it's also a track with multiple fast sweeping corners, so I expect the tires to absolutely be shredded. Maybe even during the qualifying session in itself, but it will happen in the race. Maybe will it happen in the qualifying? We'll have to wait and see.
Right. So if you've been following along on the Discord, not quite in socials, I've been dealing with issues with Assetto Corsa, with the crashes and stuff. Just as soon as a track loads, the app crashes sometimes. It happens like every other time I load a race. So the plan for me is to reinstall AC after tomorrow morning's races at Algarve and Imola.
We have a Mediterranean bonanza this weekend.
Yeah. Well, it's the weekend anyway.
Right. So look at the track preview of a Portimão circuit.
All right, let's go on board, and I mean on board. So, anyways, you're coming off to the final set of corners here. Off of turn 15, Galp, a very fast right-hander. To start your lap here, basically you need to have your acceleration point at turn 40, but here you are blasting forward into the main straight, into the first 3 corners, downhill into the braking around the 15-meter. Oh my goodness!
Oh my god!
That car just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I know that it's new there to come out.
The lap. Unfortunately, this will impede the lap. That will be the Louis machine up ahead. But and then we have to proceed back uphill to turn 4. And then into turn 5, a short burst here, and then another downhill braking section into this slow first gear corner, and then you will be not really tiptoeing here. Turn 6, high curves, watch out for that as well. Turn 7, fast sweeping corner, you might have to brake at turn 7 to set yourself up for turn 8, and then full blast into uphill, downhill, and then uphill again into turn 9. Craig Jones, you should be able to hook up in the corner very well, and then into Portimão, where you'll be braking and turning at the same time once again. and then into another roller coaster section in turn 12, and then immediately going into a blind hairpin braking zone into turn 13, and then into Sagres, turn 14, hook it up into third gear, and then good exit here will set you up very well for the final corner. And as you can see here, just absolutely flat out with full conviction from the Mizumiya ride as the lap completes, and that should be a lap here in Algarve.
First flying laps coming in. Laplace setting a 124.776. By the by, I'm feeling a little bit sicky, so just please excuse my sound and mediocre and even crazy. Gotta go out of the house, so just gotta try to push through for today. 123.656 by Oral Crony of the struggling Promise team.
I swear they were struggling a bit hard.
Just take a look into. You may go ahead.
Yeah, follow them anyway.
By the way, Dag, can you show the viewers at home the new threads?
Does carbon fiber have threads?
No, that's just figure of speech.
Yeah.
We're seeing a car stuck. We'll be able to figure out who that is. That is Ayla.
Oh,
having issues. So,
And gone.
yeah, so let's check out the replay.
Gone into the pit lane.
Qualifying means that it'll most likely start at the back of the grid if the car doesn't get into the track in time.
It's this infamous part of the track that happened, causing cars to trip
Oh!
up turn 1. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this.
All right, so let's see how it works here. Just coming up into turn. Oh, yep. Just a bit too overzealous there onto the inside curbs at turn 1. Very tall
And
curbs.
almost physics moment.
So this means you just unsettled the car, and that just sent you pirouetting into the gravel trap. Not exactly very ideal. Hopefully we'll see less of these incidents as the race is about to go on.
Nicholas Bales, 122.475, bottom of the standings. Wants just something to get back out of the steep hole she's in. Anyway,
shame.
But behind her is her. So, we'll watch time.
I'll watch.
A recipient of a minor fix from yours truly.
All right. I do want to point out though on how the lap has gone onto the first onto the this entire lap. Could go with a bit of a basically a trackside view here, and you can already see here that forward ride is now they already had a good toe, but you can see it's already a slower third sector, so it's now. Oh no! Turn 1 curbs again. Forward's gone wrong.
Oh my god. There goes OC's descending on.
Again, that's that sausage curb in turn 1.
I hate these flyers.
Yeah. Relatively lightweight cars, sausage curb, high speed, no go.
No bueno.
Alright, let's we've seen our watch. How about Moco coverage?
Local coverage.
Yep.
Alright, here's Mokoko, this time. Seeing her twin sister absolutely go down the gutters on that previous lap. We'll see how Mokoko handles her lap here, and right now we are just going to see her. Oh, you can see here.
Hold on a moment. There's a couple cars off.
There's a trouble right over there.
Syke and
That
Louie.
looks like one of the Anne members, and Louie who have had a kerfuffle on the start
Yes, he
finish
got out
straight.
recently.
Want to see a replay though? What happened there?
Sayaka, where is Sayaka?
All right, so I think this is a case of
Uh-oh.
different speeds on the main straight. Sayaka was unsighted. I'm not sure on how it looks on Louise's on the Louis car on board.
You can't
Do
see
what's
that
on
anyway,
the
but
Louis
that's a
car
better
at the
way.
moment.
Louis?
On the Louis car. All right, so you can see here, just a case of not giving space. Now, if I were to be in race control, I would have given Sayaka a decently sized grid penalty, a 5-place grid drop for that drive. But of course, this is the
very,
VTRP.
very
Let's be
aggressive.
lighthearted, so
Yeah.
Yep, always listen to Uncle Fernando.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave the space all the time.
8 minutes left in the qualifying session. Xingbei and Paul, please hold it. Yeah,
I think we'll hold for now, and it's currently an EN12.
Right into pit lane.
looks like Bay and Fuawa currently occupying the front row. And look at that, it's the Bebe. It's the Bebe Himamori not trying to find a way to bounce back into this Formula Holo Challenge Series season. Obviously, quite down in the standings, actually. 92 points behind the leaders. And currently sitting in 31st never mind this.
Yeah.
I think that needs ibuprofen there, Professor.
Yeah. But in my case, I can't have ibuprofen because this weekend is Bay's Con, and I do the tradition where if I see someone attending the con, getting to meet up with one of the members of Face Connect or a different VTuber taking part in the con, I drink. So I can't mix mix drugs and alcohol. That's just it's just no go.
Yeah, that's asking for trouble.
Meds and meds and a cold one just won't mix very well. But anyways, looking into a new first sector.
I saw a car.
That's his first sector already.
Issues. Who had trouble?
Fuawa, who just had scored the first fastest first sector, but we do want to check the replay.
Replay? Okay. Let's see. Jeez Louise, it's hard to scroll through. Who was in 14? Louis again? Really?
Louis, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, for the second time. We'll check what happened there to Louis.
That's a P6.
Just a separate incident where she basically clouded the inside curve, but this time she has a
P6,
massive rollover into the wall. Yep, that's a bit ugly.
That is true. But that's a P6 of moment anyway.
Yeah.
For Louis.
Back to live action Bay. Having a quick stop at pit lane. Yeah. Horse Uber Sheep isn't doing the best as a whole, unfortunately. Yeah. Always leave a space. Someone not too thrilled about the incident involving Louis and Sayaka a couple minutes ago.
Yeah. Remind me that I have to do her car next because she might not stay in Challenge Series for long, judging by the standings.
Very close shave involving Hachima and Nico. Laplace now on top with a 122.213 with 5.5 minutes left for ex-Sais.
Yeah, the Gen 6 team looking very good there. Laplas are actually having a very solid lap, already displacing the EN front row as we speak by about a tenth of a second at... Oh, actually no. It's actually over 2/10 of a second. But I do want to look into the lowest ID class car. Muna, actually, who's currently in 7th place. Also, Ella in 8th. They might provide some interesting context of competition in tomorrow's race.
We're seeing a few names unable to get out to record times. I mean, look at this. Some cars stuck at hits unable to get out. Ronald being one of them. Just it's ibuprofen time. Yet as I've always said, I can't have ibuprofen because drinking games is an issue. What is up with Subaru's car? Yeah, just wheel rolling there. That just looks silly.
Yeah, I think it's silly anyway, but let's take out.
Yeah, that's just nuts, guys. That's just nuts.
Yep. I gotta agree with that.
So of course of physics once again having their physics moments. Go back into full on watch because look at that 122, 149. Now in provisional pole with 348 left. All right. Anyway, Le Mans race. It's looking okay, I guess. Just nothing too spectacular early on.
By the way, Dag, speaking of Le Mans and specifically its cars, have you seen what I sent?
Looks like Forward is back up on top. Also, Mokoko down in 17th. Also, do want to point out Dokoseki Bijou also down in 19th before we continue on this Moko coverage. And yeah, it is another time to just dig in on some pills.
Yeah, for us, please.
Bibu right there. Just a couple positions behind Mokoko.
Oh yeah, and speaking of Bibu, she's out now on Idol Showdown.
Nice.
Yeah, I heard.
I played with a friend that is playing her against her. I played with a friend that plays as her. Just to see how the existing cast matches up.
Another best lap by Kuwawa Best Guard 122, 142. Who's running second from last in the points standings. Having a pretty decent run here in Portimão.
Oh, what? Okay, what the?
Sorry about the background noise. You're mind the background noise. Oh, there's a car having issues. Stuck on the track. That is.
Who's the other car out on track? Oh, yep, that's Izuki Michiru. She's not feeling very hee. That's not very hee of her to be on the runoff area, though.
Yeah.
Knocked from behind by Kyla. So.
Yeah, that bump her anyway.
Nasty.
Yeah, wrong sound effect. Wrong sound effect. I fat fingered that.
Yeah, it's just a fairy did.
Okay. And from the viewpoint of Kyla.
Yeah, that was a bit ugly though. Kind of like approached the corner way too fast. Maybe it's a case of taking too wide of a line here. But anyways, we do want to look into one of the fastest runners here, especially Laplace. I do want to point out Laplace though, and weirdly enough though, Forward has set the fastest time while setting three yellow sectors.
Really? That's interesting.
I find that to be, at least based on what I'm seeing here. But we are just gonna take a look into the other entrance here, Laplace. also setting a slope first sector, and coming into the end of the second, she is looking like a good chance. She did look like she has a good chance to go further up into the standings, as she now is going to approach the third sector. And here's Nerissa, also a solid entrant in 7th. Meanwhile, looking back into Laplace.
Plus, okay.
I do wanna. All right, so here, and you can see here she's already set yellow second sector. That means the sector times in sector 2 isn't as fast as she would hope, but we are gonna see how she goes into the final corner. Just pretty tidy, as we're about to come into the end of the qualifying session for the CS. And she, 134.533, but she might have a chance to do one more lap. We'll have to wait and see how she does it.
Now, this is the last chance here. This last flying lap will count.
Meanwhile, Emilia-Romagna will start no higher than 3rd. Bay will start no higher than 4th. ERB will be will at least be given 6. Also, the highest ID class car now will be Muna, who currently occupies P10. The highest place JP class car is currently Laplace, and right now she is currently having to deal with this traffic. Might this actually slow her down?
Yeah. And for our highest device, we have Nico at 8.
Yeah, P8 currently at the moment for Nico.
So all 4 are on the top 10. All 4 division.
No improvement in position for Nico.
And looking at Laplace, though, I'm watching Laplace. She has yet to cross the line, and looks to me that she will abort this run. She will head back into the pit. She will start on the front row at the very least. Forward, on the other hand, this will be a surprise run for her. She will just go back into the pits, knowing that her spot on the best seat in the house is secure.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good that she'll get the 3 bonus points. Wait for 1 car to finish. That's it. Fuawa gets pole for this race. As we go ahead and feature her car and turn up this graphic and get the background music up. Loud. So yeah, with a 122.042, Fuawa gets pole for the Portugal Challenge. So, GG's to everyone involved. Alright, so Fuawa. So, pole. Alright. Then I'm gonna do this,
Alright, I just wanted to also point out a few more things here before we finish off this qualifying session. Shout out to him and Emilia-Romagna for actually having a decent qualifying session. Let's hope this converts into a race. Maybe a race win. Let's just hope that it happens. Also, looking at the Koseki Bijou entry, which I don't think is even... Okay, never mind. It's P21.
Ooh.
So...
Yeah.
Alright, so Adak, please run this down through the top 10, if you please.
Alright, so looking into our running order for tomorrow's race, Fuawa Bisgard will start on pole position with Laplace Darkness lining up alongside. Emilia-Romagna, the Candy Bebe, if it's the Candy Princess guarantee, will start P3.
Yeah.
She will need to hope that a result here will help turn things around. Maybe she can try to fight for the championship from this place, but she does face competition from the Rat Down Under, Hakos Bales in 4th. Omar Polka and ERB will start on row 3. They will share the same row. And then after that, we have Nerissa Ravencroft down in 7th. The highest device class entrant will be Kogani Nico, with Mizumiyasu slotting in on row 5. And alongside her will be the highest ID class car, Hoshinawa Muna, running in P10.
Alright, and then, Wes, why don't you introduce 11 through 20?
Okay, so 11 is the Kyla Kowalska, 12 is Shirakami Kuki.
Kowalskia.
Kowalskia. And the 13 is Oro Crony, and 14 is Hakui Koyori, 15 is Gigi Murin, Kowakadai is 16, 17 is Cecilia Green, 18 is Takane Louis, 19 is Mokoga Biscard, and 20 is Kazama Iroha.
Alright, and the rest of the field, please. Chrono.
Alright, from Iroha, yes. Right then.
Yeah, from 21.
Video Koteki, Hato Akai, Rio 15 Irony, Raura Pantera, Korone Inugami, Michiru Izuki, Sayaka Hanazono, Subaru Ozora, Double Yellow, Yuki Kazeshiro, Isaki Riona, Ichijo Ririka, again recipient of a new thread, and Aki Rosenthal, and Otonose Kanade.
And yeah, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars couldn't even get times in, so it's gonna be an awkward last 6 rows, or 5.5 if you want to call it. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, last 3 rows. Awkward last 3 rows.
Yeah,
for sure.
All right. So with that out of the way, how about let's move on into the main event of today's stream. In addition to FHCS's qualifying, FHWC qualifying. I can't wait to see how it goes.
Yes, Sadak. Yeah. Gonna do a bit of fighting again with a set of Corsa just to have it work for me.
Yeah.
It may end up being one more reset and stuff. I don't want to have to restart the computer entirely because because time is short. Oh man, look at that. So I'm a bit behind schedule. Anyway, Formula Holo World Championship qualifying at Imola will come in just a few short minutes. Please be patient and yeah, don't go anywhere.
We'll be back after these messages.
Yes, see you all in a few minutes, everyone. All right, so we're a bit short on time, so let's go ahead and quickly get to the action for the qualifying session in Worlds at Imola. So, you guys ready?
Well, I am ready as you are. Also, you are not sharing anything, so... Also, I do want to point out a few things about Imola. Yeah, it's a neat little track. Obviously, I've had experiences lapping this circuit multiple times when I was doing league racing back in those days. It was a long, long time ago. Oh, look, more new people in the booth.
Ooh, hello. All right. I'm right
Yeah.
Wizard. So,
Well, that's
no.
so let's get right into it right now. All right. With a full crowd of 5. All right, here we go.
All right, the Fast Five ready to rumble, at least in the booth, as the grid gets set for qualifying here in the Autodromo Enzo e Dino Ferrari in Imola. Obviously, this is a track that has had a lot of history. Obviously, having races all the way back in the 50s, and obviously it was named initially after Enzo's son Dino, who died too soon, I believe in the late 50s and early 60s. And when Enzo also passed on, it also carried the Enzo name as well. And obviously this track has had its fair share of exciting moments and tons of tragedy. But let's not talk about that for too much, as we're going to be taking a look into the standings. Dag.
All right, round 7 of the Formula Holo 2026 World Championship at Imola, the Italian Holo Prix. Let's have a look quickly at the points standings. 2024 World Champion Sakura Miko leading the way with 116. We have a 3-way tie in points actually for 101, but Ayunda Risu has the tiebreaker due to her win a couple weeks ago at Barcelona. And then we have Usada Pekura, who should be 3rd with her 2nd place finish. And then after
Wait,
that,
what about Okayu?
Okayu, yes, should be 4th.
Ohio, of course.
Yeah. And the 5th is Shiranori player with 98 as we quickly look through the bottom half of the standings. And, 2 Nepalabo members are in the bottom 5. Surely just quiet. Just not doing great. Rene, also struggling to make ends meet. Not a good showing lately for Gen 5, Nepalabo.
It's a bit of a shame though, because obviously Moses Nene, I believe, to my record, has not won a Formula Holo race in VTRP competitions.
Yeah.
In another universe, this ride has seen multiple wins, but in this VTRP universe, it just isn't meant to be for Nenechi. You just wonder when the win will come for the Nekos, as we're about to get this qualifying session properly underway, as we're also going to be taking a look here onto the point standings accrued by each of the Gen teams, and looking at Gen 0, who have been the best of the best of the rest so far. Dak, I'll let you do the explaining.
Right, so then, Gen 0, Squidward Genocide, just all members in Worlds having a strong showing so far. 453, 70 ahead of Flowglow 383, Gen 1 359, Regloss 348, and Gen 3 Usakin Setsu 317. Alright. Yeah, time is short, so let's go ahead and skip to qualifying. As we have to turn on the TV ticker.
All right, 15 minutes of qualifying finally underway, and we have Desencho, who gets out first in that number, just want to double check, 24. Right, as she gets her way out onto the racetrack. Now, it is an interesting track here, Imola. It's not a track that's well known for overtakes. So obviously, there's a huge emphasis on today's qualifying session for each of these members to try to qualify as high up into the standings, because if you're able to qualify in full position, you basically have the scenery of the lead with you at all times, and it's now the onus is on you to try to open the gap and try to also execute a flawless pit stop, stay in front, and because when you're in the front, it's very easy for you to defend and very hard for anyone at the back to try to make a pass on you. Look at what happened in 2005.
Oh my. Please explain.
Chrono,
yeah.
I
That
believe
Alonso versus Schumacher.
Ah, I see. All right, we're gonna get into flying laps, and then Adak, I'm gonna have you
on board.
describe the track.
All right, so coming onto the final corner here in Imola, it's a very long burst here. So you have to absolutely get the exit right onto the final corner, absolutely right, because you'll be carrying at most as much as 300 kilometers coming into the Tamburello chicane. And as you can see here, as you break into the 100-meter board, you try to get the lights absolutely perfect. You might have to widen the approach here into turn 4 to get a flat-out run into the Villeneuve chicane. Again, use the curves as your reference, and then into Tossa. As you can see here, the Central car has already been receiving a massive block, so it's not going to be very ideal. As now you can see here, Central trying to weave back the turf into Pirantello down the inside. That's not the line you should be taking. So anyways, down into Acaminerali. Once hit the 50-meter mark, immediately try to take the corner, and once you hit the apex, oh wow! What a jump that was from I can't really tell who that was. Yeah, the Ina machine. She just went boing.
Yeah, but this was a jump up of that.
Also tall curbs playing a huge role here, and then into Variante Alta, and then into the Revata corner. Once you finish the right-hander, immediately brake into Revata, and that's a very awkward way to enter the corner. But anyway, exiting turn 18 is where you should be completing your lap here, as the Central car gets some slipstream boost for good measure. So Central is now currently on P2, but it's going to be showing Noel who's going to be up on top.
We gotta see the replay of that jump, because that was very interesting
And funny.
Yeah.
And very funny. So
That was
we're
very
gonna go
interesting.
slightly
Where
forward
was
here
that
at the
jump?
Acaminerali. So it's around right here.
Yeah. Where's the turn where she went not quite there. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
I do want to see the trackside. I do want to see trackside. This will make for a very good screenshot. Play again. Pause. Pause up. All right. Screenshot. Press F11 or press F11.
Yeah, looks like bomb on that to Ida.
Yep.
Yeah.
You should. Dag. I think it's press F11 for screenshot. This is
F11.
Isn't it
very
F8?
Yeah, F11.
So looks like the screenshot has been taken.
Hold on, photo mode. What's
Reduce the shutter speed. Okay. All right, let's hit the make shot. This will be a photo to be remembered for ages to come. I think you might want to argue that this is bad Photoshop, but this is actually a car up in the air. Another angle will also do the thing justice. You can press F3 for an alternate camera angles, but this will work too.
F3? Yeah.
All right. You can use free camera if you want. This is too funny to. This is just too funny to not leave this behind. Let's just be quick.
Too funny to leave it behind.
Yeah. All right, so let's hit the make shot button, and so it's a very interesting development here in the Autodromo Enzo e Dino Ferrari. Lots of sausage curves that's still being left behind in this circuit, and obviously, if you hit these things very hard, and you land also very hard on the car, you're gonna cause vertebrae issues.
That's probably right there.
Major suspension problems waiting there.
not just suspension issues. I do want to point out. You could expect to see some bodywork damage as well from all these incidents. Anyways, we are looking into an interesting front row at the moment. Right now, it's Shogun Noel who sets a 121.742, the only one who sets a high 121. All the others are at 122s or higher. Obviously, we have just started this session, and here's Mimosa Zenene, as she's about to start her flying lap, but here's a problem. 2 cars are literally in front of her.
Healy Novella goes on top of the 120.857. There's MC Lord Calliope up to 9.
And I just wanted to point out that Shiori's lap was actually nearly a full second over Shirogane Noel's. So massive kudos. And right now we are seeing a massive load of traffic here exiting Tosa. And obviously these cars are not going to be seeing any more quick laps.
0.89 ahead of Noel, we're seeing here. All right.
So as we're gonna be taking a look into the other entrance here, Shogunori Flair is looking to set her benchmark lap time, as it's only gonna be a 135. Yep, that's a very ish lap for Flair. As we're also noticing here, with more cars having just gone out, there's also Mikochi, Kiara, who have they're doing a very decent monologue. As you see here, Mikochi is actually leading the train here, and guess what? She will be starting at the back with a 138. What a massive gap we're seeing here for the massive gap for the drivers, the fastest and the slowest. Shiori sets a 128.57, and then we have the slowest car setting a 138. So if had the 107% rule be in place today, we would be seeing at least 7 to 8 cars not qualifying for tomorrow's race.
Ooh.
Damn.
Now, luckily, we don't have such rules, because, but it's HoloLive.
Well, obviously, it's a different framework and all that stuff.
We could consider it for
left to
computer issue.
I wonder who it is.
Also, what am I seeing here? I counted like 15 cars. What is this, lap 1?
Might as well be.
Whoa,
And there's another bounce.
Another car just bounced up. Yeah. Again, I got a screen cap. Where is Reggae? Now, who was that bounced up? Yeah, just quickly scan through. Who was that bounced up? I think that was Noel.
That's Noel.
It's a blooper movie.
Wow, it's a little bit bumpy.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's very bumpy though. I mean, you gotta have to be clean on your exit at Minerali.
Oh my goodness, that's a bumpy. It goes on speed bumpy.
Bouncy just like something else on her.
Of course you'd say that.
I love that. That is so good.
Anyways, Noah believes she could fly. The virtual Oitam woman who currently believes. So let's just let her continue believing the things she is believing at the moment. But anyways, we are now at the halfway stage of qualifying, and we already have only one driver within a second of the pole sitter, and that's Shirogane Noel, who of course for a brief second thought she was a bird.
Yeah.
Poor Mario.
You know, I just realized Ina's default outfit does have wings, so the slight flying moment does make some sense if you think about it.
It's only partially canon. It's only partially canon. Of sorts. But let's move on into
Oh,
slightly
man.
more pressing matters here, as we are not going to
I
be
think I
continuing
choked on my
to see
spit there.
here. Yeah, we're gonna continuing to see the traffic that's currently being up at plate. We're now seeing two distinct traffic flows, and that is one. First of all, that's Crazy Ollie, who is currently running in 20th place. Also, one thing I also wanted to point out though, the currently is the EN class car on pole position. JP class car is in second. There's a device class car in fifth, and an ID class car in sixth. So you basically have representation. Oh, there's a car off, and there's contact. I saw a car pirouetting at the exit of Ackerman and
Oh my
Raleigh, and that
God.
looks like. That looks
Vivi.
like
Vivi.
no, it looks like
Vivi.
It does look like picking on a Vivi. She's not having she's not having a Vivi moment here. We'll just check what happens on the. We'll check what's happening on the replays.
Reverse it, please.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not a
unclean
clean
exit.
jump. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, sheesh.
And got bumped by her device Senpai Radin.
Oh
Back
my
finger, that
goodness.
sound I meant to play. This
That
one.
is Senpai running. That is got
Soundboard.
hurt anyway.
Come on. Sound I want to play doesn't want to.
Yeah, I think so far if it hurt us anyway. There you
And
wreck a slip.
from the viewpoint of Radin. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yep,
Again,
no
I
time to
back
evade.
fingered that sound.
Yeah, closer to that. It's a go there.
Yeah, that's probably a blind spot. What did it look like at her end?
Practically blinded. That is the truth.
Yeah, it's probably hard to see that. So,
Yeah, your Fasola did never see that anyway.
Shiori's out once more, probably to consolidate her provisional pole.
Well, it's gonna be pretty difficult here, looking at how many cars are currently in front. Also, do want to take a look into the remaining entrances, especially at the back. Well, Nenechi currently in 17th place. She probably really needs to step it all up if she is gonna try to buck the trend of underperforming Gen 5 members in this season's FHWC.
yeah.
As we are now, yeah. So the traffic issue is going to continue, and guess what? It's traffic paradise.
The traffic issues will continue until morale improves.
And there we go.
Flying car. That's gotta be Nene, I believe.
Yep,
Yeah,
I think.
I believe that it's that her anyway.
Yeah. So, yet again, I have to screenshot the car going wee.
Oh, Bumpy.
all
Bumpy
right,
again.
All right. I think.
I gotta go into
okay.
screenshot.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's.
So yeah.
Nice one.
These cars are believing that they can fly right now. These cars have
Yeah,
wings.
I believe
yes,
they can fly
and-
anyway.
Yeah, so yeah, remember, these wings are meant to generate downforce, which is basically a negative version of lift. So what if you... Oh, it is a roll! I saw a roll! From Energy! I saw a roll, but I think she manages to catch it.
I think I saw that. Yeah, I think I saw the rolling.
Who rolled?
But
Who rolled?
no, not exactly. Nenechi actually went on two wheels after hitting the chicane at the Variante Alta so hard that the car basically flew and almost landed on its side, but the car manages to land on its four wheels.
Okay. Ah, man, 4 minutes left in qualifying, and we're well behind to schedule here. It's supposed to be a 1 hour stream at best, but these cars flying, man, that's just nuts.
Yeah, very nuts anyway.
Mhm.
Very nuts.
Shiori, what will she do in traffic? Oh man, it's a yellow already at that S1.
Oh, all right. It's a yellow in sector 1. This is what I mean about the traffic playing a major role here in Le Mans. Also, I do want to point out another thing here.
Not Le Mans, Imola.
Imola.
Yep, in Imola. Yep. Apologies here. But anyways, also just want to take a look at how Shogun and Noel is faring. And then we also have Iris and Radin. Shogun and Noel, meanwhile, is only sitting a yellow second sector. Not sure if it's relative to the pole sitter or on herself. Iris is also currently stuck behind traffic, so this will be, yeah, that's not gonna do her chances very well in this quest for pole position.
Okay.
2 minutes 40 left. As a couple cars are coming into pit lane, that's Noel coming into to stop.
It's true.
For
I
one
might
more
argue
go.
that this will be the. I might argue that this might be the end of the qualifying session for her because usually, these cars are at least able to refuel and also but there might be some setup changes that might need to be done. So I'm not sure if she's able to get out in time.
Yeah, time is draining away quickly. Alright, who else let me consider? So yeah, slowest time is a little over 18 seconds behind Shirin. Careful there. Alright. Let's see. Who else?
Alright, also just want to watch out on Lamy though. Yuki Hana Lamy already set the fastest time in the first sector.
Whoa.
Must have a clear track then. Oh yeah, there it is.
Not just a clear track. She's currently on fire. Looking into how she did aqua mineralogy, she's actually doing a very good job. And now coming into Variante Alta, she's trying to lift the spirits of the Nepalapa group, and that's actually a solid second sector. Could she actually make her way into the front row, if not pole position?
So little recap. Yellow car is highlighted car, yes?
And
never mind. Never mind. She goes into the pits.
Well, that was yeah.
It was
anticlimactic. Shiori now clears flare. We proceed down the
20
boost.
seconds left.
Hold on.
Yeah, I don't think she'll make another flyer here.
Last chance for Anya to perhaps overtake Shirlene, but traffic may be a burden. Where did that mirror come from? How do I turn it off?
Oh god. Yeah, I think in
And Shiori pits.
go for the probation of pole position anyway.
Yeah, there's a mirror on top. I don't know how to get rid of that.
Maybe press F3 again?
No, it doesn't work.
How about spacebar?
All right. Just wanted
Spacebar
to give a
work.
bit of a. Just want to give a bit of a what do we call? Oh, a few cars. One,
Oh.
two,
Holy
cow.
three cars
Holy
rolling
cow,
over.
my
That
goodness.
is but she is back on her feet. That
Damn,
looks like an ID
mate,
class
that
car.
was
Yeah, but
mass.
Anya's not going to like that. Neither for her teammate nor herself.
But anyways, I think this will mean Shiori will secure pole position, and Shogun and Noel will line up alongside her on the front row. Also, I probably need to get up now. The curfew is kicking in, so.
All right. If you have to go now, then just please have a good night, and hopefully
All right.
to
Yes.
see you tomorrow.
Good night, and I hope to see you.
Yeah.
Again. All right.
Good night.
Thanks
4
for that
cars
anyway.
left in qualifying. Yeah, we're well over time here. I'm supposed to have just an hour of streaming. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Shireen gets pole. Shireen. So it's 2 Advent members at pole for their respective races. Puawa in Algarve and Shireen in Imola. So. Alright, so let's go ahead and starting grid for this race. I'll do the top 10. So Shirley Novella of Advent starting off at pole. Sure Gonna Noel starting off at second. Kaleji Ali, highest ID member of the grid, starting third. Followed by Anya Melfissa in fourth. Iris, fifth. Highest device member, Jufote Levin, starting off at sixth. Followed by another member of Regloss, Todoroki Hajime in seventh. Romako starting off at eighth. Tsunamaki Watame at ninth. Dynamite Inanese rounds out the top 10. Whis, 11th through 20th, please.
And we got the Lindo GIA 11, as 12 is Shishiro Fulton, and 13 is Hosho Marine, and 14 is Tokino Sora, and 15 is Mori Karyobe, 16 Yukiana Lamy, and we got Kikiata Vivi, 17, 18 Yusuke Choko, 19 is Hoshimashi Suisei, and 20 is Takanashi Kiana.
Rest of the grid, please, Chrono, quickly, please.
Right then, so in this particular order, we have Azuki, Nene Momosuzu, Matsuri Natsuhiro, Miyokami, Okayu Nekomata, Ayame Nakiri, Rene Pavolia, Zeta Bestia, Toa Tokoyami, Blair Shiranui, Pekoro Osada, Ayuda Risu, and Sakura Miko, with the last row having come from success, and now they're relegated to the blunt end of the grid.
Yeah, oh my.
Awful.
I'm gonna go ahead and screen cap the results in to. Thankfully, Assetto Corsa did not crash on me this morning, but just we went too far over because the cars jumping over sausage curbs. So, congrats to Shirley Novella for starting off at pole for this Italian Holo Prix. Alright, so we're back into the splash screen now. So what did we learn? Sausage curbs are silly.
Yeah, everybody wanna be Mario.
Yeah, the sausage curb, the turn one of Algarve, and then of course the set of sausage curbs that caused a few drivers to go flying up. That's just silly stuff. Alright, that's gonna do it for this morning. I gotta go out for today's errands, and yeah. Alright, and thanks again to Adak for his commentary. Whis for showing up, though he didn't stay very long, and Whis and Chrono, you too, thanks again for your commentary.
As always.
And thanks again for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for the Portugal Challenge and the Italian Holo Prix on the VTRP channel at the usual start time. Maybe a few minutes late, so I don't miss the finish of the 24 hours, but we'll see how it is. Alright. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. Otsudak.
Otsu Kurono.